Welcome back to the YouTube. Sorry about that. My apologies. This computer is having issues, and it's unfortunate. And I'm not sure what to do about it because it's an old computer. So I'll do some tests and see if I can get things running on this laptop, which may actually help some stuff out. There we go. Gotcha. Okay, we're good. Where were we? Overbrewing this, apparently. I think I got the music a little too loud there, don't it? There we go. Cool. All right, I think we're set. If you guys are on YouTube, I guess just grab the new stream. If that's easy. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting in here, continuing to brew up with this little cute little teapot. Wow. Even with my muted sense of smell from my cold, flavors in this really come out. That's great. That's really great. Cute little pot. I'm happy with it. I would say I would be sad to see it go, but I've got so many little pots. I kind of run out of time brewing with all of them. So, nice thing is, it's fun to see teapots get to continue their journey, going on with other people, other teas. So yeah, I'm gonna get trying to get two teas through this one. So yeah, we've got about seven Yixing teapots that I thought we would put onto the site, try and get them on in time for delivery by Christmas. So if you have somebody in your life that would love a little teapot like this, send me a message. Wow, perfect for little sessions. Oh, let me see. Sorry, forgot to turn my phone off. Usually try and do that before a session. All right, so somebody said 70 ml was the smallest teapot they've ever used. If you're in the chat, tell me what your what's the smallest teapot that you've got. Do you like smaller teapots or do you like bigger teapots? Man, it's really tasty little session. Let's see. All right, one sec. Just doing a couple maintenance things on the computer side. Gotcha. Cute little 100 ml. It's always tea o'clock. That's a good size. 100 ml works really good. Let's see. Okay. Done. Good. Yeah, 100 ml is a good size. Wow, this tea's so grassy. I don't even think it's not from this year either. So this is it's maintained its freshness for quite a while. Oh, very nice. What year was this? I don't even know. Sometimes we get fun samples from people that we've met like once in passing in some tea farmer's backyard, and then they're always sending us samples of tea and stuff, and they're not really good about telling me what stuff is. I'll just get a bunch of random like samples in the mail, and I'll completely forget what and where they're from. Just another tea blog. Just got one out of the kiln, 200 ml, but the opening is barely enough for a tea ball. Oh, it's like a little tiny opening, but like a big pot. So much fun when you just get things out of the kiln. I spent a lot of time working with kilns when I was in college. Minored in ceramics and fine art, and spent a lot of time in pottery studio. That's the best when you can open up the kiln, pull out pieces that are still have a warmth to it. Got to do that once in Yixing, and not in Yixing. Got to do that once in a Gentry. They had just they'd shut the kiln down like the day before, but they were opening it up, and oh man, just like that warmth coming out and getting to see all the pots that we had commissioned, and it was like Christmas, and they had these. We had to make these like gorgeous dragon's egg full size like tea jars, and like it was like I felt like Khaleesi, like with like these big like dragon's eggs, because they were like still like warm, and they had this it was this really amazing phenomenon that happens occasionally, like the just the right conditions in the kiln can sometimes put a really rough texture on what's otherwise like smooth, because gem shui is generally really smooth. And so these pots, these teapots in these jars, like 1 in 10 came out with like a really distinct purple hue, and they were just really bumpy and had like the most gorgeous texture on them. I don't have one here, but they weren't wood fired. Which would be like typical like wood fired type texture, but they were definitely gas fired, because I saw them come out of the gas fired kiln. But they just had this perfect look on them. And the guys were like, yeah, it happens like once in 100 kilns or something like that. They don't know exactly what happens. Correct mixture of, temperatures and all sorts of stuff creates it. But oh man, they were just so cool. They had like the best texture. I still have one that I need to put on the site and sell. Collegiate, 135 ml is the smallest you got. 135 ml is good. Collegiate, you're the only one on the YouTube chat because the stream died. My computer crapped its pants again, and got to figure out what to do about that. Try running it on the laptop or something. It sucks because I really like that machine. The machine's awesome, but apparently it's an old Mac Pro Tower from 2013, but it's got some stupid glitch where it just randomly graphics get too hot or something. I don't know. Salutations, Orlando. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. So this is what we're doing. We're brewing. We're seasoning a mini pot. This cute, little tiny cutie, and yeah, I'm getting a pre-season going on it, or a pre-season like a season going on it, and then we'll put it on the site and sell it, and then. Evil Mountain Tea, what's going on? Thanks for joining. We're brewing some Nanoshan old tree material. It's quite nice in this little pot. Enjoying the session very much. I know, so cute and tiny, right, Orlando? It's 40 ml, so I have 2.6666 grams in there. Now that I think about this, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what was written on there, because it's written in English. It was written by somebody who doesn't speak English, but they tried to write it in English for me. It may be Monwoshan instead of Nanoshan. The M and the N look really similar. Who knows? It's a good tea. It's really nice. It's definitely old tree material. It's so rich. Super rich material. Be scared to ask them how much this was. That's the problem. Get a whole bunch of fun samples in, try a bunch of them, and then there's always like the ones who are like, this is amazing, I want that. And then you're like, well, yeah, that's $500 a kilo. And you're like, well, maybe not. But sometimes we pick up those super expensive teas, make some fun little single session kits out of them. I think we still have some of the Kunlu Gushu from like a year ago, Kunlu old tree material. If you haven't had a chance to try that, pick up a little 5 gram session. It's a nice thing about having a little tiny teapot like this is that you don't feel so bad brewing really expensive stuff in it, because you're not wasting it. You'll definitely use every single leaf. So even if you overleafed it with like 3 whole grams, right? You overleafed it with 3 whole grams. Something like super expensive like the Kunlu Gushu, which is like $10 a gram, something like that. That would only be a $30 session, which is relatively reasonable for what the experience is. There we go. Orlando's got a 30 ml one. You got a 30 ml pot, man. That's a pretty good size. That is a pretty good size. What do you brew in your 30 ml pot? Because that is tiny. Tiny. It's like 2 grams. 2 grams of leaf. Yeah, this tea's awesome. Super potent. There we go. Get a little bit for the outside. It's really nice. Yeah. This tea just keeps going. Oh, this is good stuff. I mean, I know I'm only like 4 or 5 steeps in, but it's not even letting up at all. It's good to go. This is nice. Really nice. Collegiate, oh, yours is it's a porcelain pot. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to have a porcelain pot. Yeah, this tea is super rich. The other one that I had that we were going to run through here is Bangdong. Bangdong is a northwest or the western side of Yunnan, a little bit closer to the top of where Burma and Myanmar, Burma matches or meets Yunnan right up at the top. And we don't get over to Bangdong too often, and I know this garden specifically, and it's like physically like really close from like the main town, but the road to get there takes like 8 hours, and it's not like a straight road. It is just like windy, up and down, up and down, up and down, and those types of roads were a lot of fun when we were. When Lam and I were first going out there before we had kids, but our kids on those long Yunnan roads when it's hot and cars going fast and twisty corners and the cars going slow and up and down and all around, yeah, kids just puke like crazy. So we makes little journeys like that take a lot longer. Oh, what a nice session. So good. Orlando says 2 grams is pushing it, especially if it's moderate size leaf. Yeah, it's just like it's so tight inside of that little 30 ml pot. Collegia says, by the way, I'm happy to have done that order from your site, Glenn. It's already got the label on it. Might ship soon, maybe. Yeah. Lamo's actually pretty good. Pretty good about getting the stuff shipped out out from China. You know, sooner we can get it into the great queue of packages going from east to the west is the sooner the better. So likely it'll only take like I said, you'll probably get it by Valentine's Day. That seems to be the thing. It seems to be right about 2 months for everything right now. Tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually take this leaf and I'm going to put it into this pot, so that I can brew a little more of it later, and then we'll move on to the next tea and stick it through here. Yeah, if you guys are just joining, let me know what you're drinking tonight. We are seasoning a new Yixing pot, and it's this cute little Shui Ping. Shui Ping is the name for that style, which I really like. Yeah, Shui Ping's a very, very beautiful style. We tried to have some Shui Ping made in Jianshui. So this is something that you'll really notice. One of the differences between Yixing clay and Jianshui. I'll show them to you side by side. It really has to do with the structure of the clay, the actual body structure of the clay itself. Yixing has much more sand and extra mineral content in the clay itself naturally, and Yixing is more Jianshui is more of a pure clay, like a true like clay where there's really not that much extra added into it. It's one of the reasons why Jianshui teapots can actually polish up really good, because because it is the clay itself is really easy to polish, and they're definitely a lot smoother. You can feel a nice texture, almost kind of like an orange peel on the outside of the outside of that. So yeah, take a look at both of these. It's both exactly the same shape. I mean, one's a little bit bigger than the other one, but you know, you start noticing like little delicate details, like the shape of the spout, right? Yixing clay, because it has more structure in the clay itself. You can make really thin parts, right? Like that handle right there, or you know, like the spout can be like super nice and tiny. In Zhenchui, you just have to make things just a little bit bigger, just so that it has like that, that structure to it. So you generally see like bigger, thicker handles on the Zhenchui pots than you do on Yixing. But I think Zhenchui clay has its own advantages. Collegiates, back to your session of honey bomb. Nice. This is nice. It's gonna be tricky getting these leaves out of here. What do I got? Hey, look at that. I actually have tongs. It's not necessarily made for leaf, but it'll work for leaf. There we go. Look at that. Surprising how much leaf actually gets into there. Oh, I missed a little bit. Nice. Yeah, and then we'll start that other one. Kickstart this teapot's life. Some good old tree material. There we go. Yeah, if you're just joining, we're seasoning a new Yixing teapot. We're gonna put on the site. It's 40 ml. Let me know what your smallest teapot is. Orlando Ramirez currently has the record. His teapot is 30 ml. Does anybody have a teapot that they actually use that's smaller than 30 ml? I would be surprised if you do, but maybe I wouldn't. Got a lot of customers, a lot of awesome teapots. 40 ml teapot takes exactly 2.66 grams of leaf. It's gonna be a lot harder with this one. This is a super thick, really big leaf. Oh, it's so soft. Very nice. There we go. It's hardly any leaves at all. 2.6. Ooh, 2.62. Do I dare? Yep, bumped up to 2.7. I think we'll call it. It'll be good. 2.7. Overleaf in it. All right, let's check this out. Orlando generally leans towards his Zhenchui tea wares. Tell us why, Orlando. I always like to hear other people's opinions on the different types of teaware that they like for different reasons. There we go. Got some nice leaves. Bam. That's good stuff. Yeah, if you guys missed it earlier, I was listening to a teapot. It's a really nice way of understanding temperature it was fired at. This is really nice, clear sound. It rings like a bell. It's a little full of water right now, so that's actually dampening it a little bit. Not bad. I like it. Right. Now comes the trick again. Trying to carefully get all the leaves in there. What's your trick, Orlando? What do you do with your your super mini 30 ml? How do you pack the leaves into that? I actually enjoy it. It's part of what kind of makes the Gung Fu session kind of fun. And there's an art to how you pack it as well. Some of the Chaozhou Gung Fu masters and stuff, you know, they've got old skills about what leaves to put in where, because they'll brew in different ways. I'm not entirely certain all the details, but the whole idea is to be able to take a mediocre tea and with skill, have an amazing tea session out of it. And a lot of it requires knowing and understanding the tea, and yeah, and what it'll do. It's different leaves brew differently. Buds brew different than big leaves. Broken leaves brew differently than whole leaves. Like stems brew different than leaves. So there we go. Nice. Oh, that's a big one. I'll put that one in last. I'm getting there. We're getting it all in. Oh, this one might not fit. No, it's good. You love this teapot, Collegiate? It's nice, man. This is a cutie. It'll sell quick on the site, and that's cool. People ask us a lot about Yixing, and I really would love the chance to actually get to Yixing, spend some time there, learn a lot more about it. But I certainly like the ones that we've picked up, and maybe we'll try to pick up some more interesting ones. My love is still going to be Zhenchui, just because of all the time that we get to spend there and the connection that Zhenchui has. And I just feel it's really connected to the, pu'er tea comes out of the same soil that Zhenchui clay comes out of. I mean, not directly. I don't know that there's any, tea trees that are above the clay mines of Zhenchui, but just something about the idea that I don't know, all the stuff comes from Zhenchui. I mean, all the stuff comes from Yunnan. I'm a big fan of the Yunnan province. I really like it. Yunnan's such an amazing region. So diverse, ethnically diverse, bioregionally diverse. I mean, you're all the way up from the Himalayas straight down to practically the birth of the Mekong Delta, heading into Vietnam and Laos, Burma, Thailand. So it's quite a range. All right, we got it. Packed it. There we go. That's it. Orlando, for whatever reason, it hid your it hid Orlando's comment. Orlando's comment is held for review. I'll go ahead and show it. Doesn't matter. Same. Carefully align them vertically unless the first step is topless. Don't even know what you're talking about, man. YouTube doesn't like people saying topless in my chat for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. Nice. I forgot to drink the last session of the last tea. Got ahead of me. There we go. All right. Now the trick. Heat the leaf with the water. Get it in there just right. And then, while it's there, let's see if we can do it. Use the lid to slowly push those pieces down inside. Oh, look at that! Like I knew what I was doing. So you'll get used to pots. You'll understand them after a while. And you'll notice in this one, if I tilt it over too fast, it'll start to splurt. It's because the water is actually covering up the exit hole right there. So if you tilt it over too fast, it starts to get jammed. That air hole is actually critical. So if you'll notice, you kind of do like a nice little delicate pour, keeps the water level right below that spout, and so you can get a much quicker pour that way. Lidless, Orlando, lidless, not topless. YouTube doesn't like topless comments in my chat. Lidless. Wow, that mano, whatever it was. That's nice. The Bongdong is going to have an entirely different character. I know that for sure. Bongdong is an entirely different area. We sell some decent stuff from Bongdong. I always get it confused. There's a whole bunch of there's Bong Wei as well. I got to remember the difference because they're two very different profiles. But in my head, they sometimes get a little confused. So this is Bongdong material, not Bong Wei. Yeah, got it. Bongdong. Oh, nice. This material is definitely more on the a little bit on the darker, more herbal sphere sort of. Whereas the last one was definitely more on the super young shung, bright, vibrant, grassy green tea aroma, a lot more floral. Let's see what this one does. Nice little session there. See what I mean? Like, put it over too fast, it starts to splurt. But you go nice and slow before it hits that spout. You get a nice, much cleaner pour like that. But these are things, you spend your time with a teapot like this. I mean, this is something that realistically, unless you break it by throwing it on the ground accidentally, this is something that'll be with you your entire life. Pass it on to your grandkids after you've had lifetime of sessions with it. It's kind of fun. It's also kind of fun when we see our teapots getting sold, secondhand, which I think is awesome. Like some customer has one of our teapots for like a couple years, brews a ton of it, and they want to get something different, and they sell it to somebody else who then takes that same teapot, continues the story of it. I think I find that super cool. Yeah, Orlando. Yeah, this isn't my OnlyFans. That's a different channel. No topless kung fu here. Nobody wants to see that. Well, I'm sure some people would, but realistically, nobody does. Super fresh, but it's definitely light. Definitely light. Steep it a little bit longer, this next one. But I want to heat up the water a little bit. Get a little bit more in there. Has anybody been watching anything fun? I've heard a lot of good things about the new Wheel of Time. Not had a chance to check it out. Has anybody checked it out yet? What have I been watching? Oh, I saw a new TV show on Netflix. Netflix is doing all these like challenge type TV shows now. There was like that kind of like the Forged in Fire style, but like they had one for like glass blowers called like Blown Away or something. You start off with like 10 glass blowers, and 10 sessions later, every session's an elimination one, and working all the way down until there's one final. But there was a new one for barbecue, and I'm a big fan of barbecue. I'm always barbecuing something in the backyard, smoking like traditional like meat smoke barbecue and things. And so there's a new meat smoke barbecue contest on YouTube, and not on YouTube but on Netflix. So I started watching that the other day. It was kind of entertaining. Seawin, what's going on? Yeah, tiny teapot energy for sure. Like this little baby 40 ml guy. We're getting the seasoning going on this one. Gonna start it off with some really good material, a couple different gushu materials, and then let the teapot move on to its next home, where we can see it live vicariously through other people. It's one of the things I love about Instagram, being able to see like all of the I would love to have like 10,000 teapots and brew with them every single day, but realistically I can't. But being able to see the teapots and teaware that we sell to other people getting like reused and posted and loved on their Instagram, it's almost like I still have it and I'm brewing it myself. It feels pretty cool. Collegiate with a late night honey bomb. I don't know what session you're on with it. Yeah, dude, that one you can get lost. You can get lost in the steeps on honey bomb for sure. There we go. Yeah, Orlando, there's a market for everything. That's why I just got to be careful. Careful what I'm marketing. Love this little pot. Super cute. Seaman, what are you drinking? What are you drinking tonight? Is it too late? Too late for tea? You can do some late night sessions. DSOTM 1102. You like the Wheel of Time? They're using the lessons learned from Game of Thrones. Make it a good series. The lesson learned from Game of Thrones is to do like 5 strong seasons, 2-week seasons, and then one season that's absolute garbage. Is that the Game of Thrones lesson? I'm still mad about that. I'm still really, really, really mad about that. I mean, they literally just took a big fat dump on everything. Seawind, brewing up some 7-Up. Are you at least drinking it in silver or something? Well, I am glad that you're I'm glad that you're out of the hospital. It'll be a pretty awkward time to be in the hospital. I hope you're feeling good. Collegiate, oh yeah, you love the Gentry teapot you got from you. Yeah, dude, I'm glad that you do. I don't think I have gotten any negative feedback from anyone who's bought one of the Gentry teapots from us. They're just they're awesome to brew with. I love it. Oh, DSOT, I'm not as lusty as Game of Thrones. Yeah, so here's a funny Game of Thrones story, right? So I was a little bit behind the curve on Game of Thrones. I knew what it was. I mean, all my friends were super into it. They were talking about it constantly all the time. Lamo and I, the first couple of years we were in China, we had just tons and tons of free time because our business wasn't as successful in the beginning because we were just getting started and learning stuff. And so we would also show up in China like super early, like somewhere around like February, and you know, like none of the tea fields are like really open yet. And so we had like tons of extra time to kill. And so I was just like, well, shoot, what if we downloaded some of these Game of Thrones things that all the cool kids are talking about? And so Lamo's like, sure, let's do it. So Lamo had access to some, you know, Chinese internet streaming services that had it on there. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't legally there, but hey, it's China, so it was probably legal in China because of all the weird loophole rules that they have. So we watched the first episode of Game of Thrones, and I was just like, well, that's really interesting. Like I definitely enjoyed it, but I don't know, something just seemed off about it. And the more I got to think about it, I was just like, well, I mean, nothing made sense like in that first episode. And I went to look at the like I said, as I was thinking about it more, I realized that like the episode was only like 20 minutes long, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought this was like a full-size series. I thought these episodes were like, you know, like 50-minute, 60-minute episodes. And turned it out, went back, checked out the stream. The episode was like exactly 24 minutes long. And I was like, that just doesn't make any sense. And so I went to a Western wares site and downloaded episode 1. And then when I watched it, I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, the Chinese censors had literally cut out everything that had nudity, sexuality, or violence in it, which is everything in like the first episode. And so everything that didn't have any like violence or nudity or sexual anything was all that was left. And everything that happens in that story happens like in bed with like naked people or while there's violence happening. All the story elements are built in there. So if you pull all of those out and then just leave what's left, like the story didn't make any sense at all. I was like thoroughly confused. But after we watched it unedited, I was like, okay, well, this makes a lot more sense. It was just so funny. It was like, I don't know how anybody in China could actually like watch that show and ever even understand what's going on, because like the censors just ripped it to shreds. There's nothing left. It's kind of funny. This tea's also really nice. I think this pot is adding a lot of really nice body to it. Nice, Collegiate. You got a nice big orange steep on that one. That's nice. So you can get some really nice colors in that. If you like that one, some others that we still have, like I've got Jing My Love here. Jing My Love is from 2018. Jing My Love and Honey Bomb are really similar. Honey Bomb probably has more Huangpian type material in there, so it's probably makes it a little bit sweeter just because of that. Excuse me. Oh, nice. Wow, these teas are actually really there's a lot going on in them. Very it's like a dance in your mouth. Flavors, bitterness, and the astringency all kind of just have fun in there. Knit Mama and Marlboro Kyle. What's going on? It's a tough word to pronounce. Marlboro, not Marlboro. Marlboro. Did I get that right? Marlboro Kyle. Yes, we're brewing up tea in a little tiny teapot. We're getting this one seasoned up, and putting some nice gushu chung sessions through there, getting it ready for whoever's gonna buy it. Yeah, sometimes those first sessions with a teapot, I don't know. Sometimes they can just some weird stuff. I've noticed that maybe it's not as much with Genshui, but maybe more so with Yixing. It's like really heavy dirt clay flavors can come out in those first sessions and stuff like that. So figured we'd give these a start, get the session going for whoever wants it, get the seasoning started. But it's fine, even if you switched it over to brewing something else. If you tossed oolong in there sometimes and figured out oolong was better for this pot, then just a couple sessions, it's not going to do too much. But just kind of get those tea oils started on there. Happy, what are we brewing tonight? Brewing good stuff. Yeah, old tree material. This is old tree material from Bangdong. We started off with some old tree material from Manwo or Nanwo-shan. There's a misspelling on the first letter. I'm not entirely certain if it's from Manwo or Nanwo. The M and the N look so similar the way it was written on there. So either way, it's old tree material from Manwo or Nanwo, one of the two. And then yeah, we're just seasoning this cute little micro baby teapot. It's nice having a few mini teapots in your repertoire if you want to brew up some really expensive stuff. Like I was saying, if you had like material, like super expensive material, like let's say it was like $10 a gram, something like the Kunlu Gushu that we sold. I don't think that was exactly $10 a gram, but that was really expensive stuff. But yeah, if you had if you were brewing it in a regular teapot, you want to do like 10-gram session with it. It's like $100. But if you got a small teapot like this, put 2.5 grams in there, $25 is a lot more reasonable. It's just a exaggerated example. $10 a gram teas are pretty far between. What about you, Happy? What are you brewing tonight? There we go. A lot more grandpa style mug brewing. Toss a couple leaves of this into the bottom of a big stainless steel mug. Just drinking it as I go. This tea works really nice. Yeah, this is full. Very refreshing. Super vibrant. Not as vegetal as I thought it was going to be. It's often super vegetal. Some of the stuff from Bangdong. This is nice. Super tasty. A lot of fun. Really good mouthfeel. I like it. There we go. Remember to save a little bit of it for Lamu. Lamu's watching the kids while I do the live stream, so there's not a bunch of scampering feet and screaming kids running around, because they can get a little nuts. So I'll save some of this for her. Appreciate her sacrifice. She's probably watching on the stream right now, listening to me. I'll probably do one nice big long last session with this and probably close it down. Just a nice quick little 1 hour session tonight. Have some fun. This tea's nice though. I don't think we ended up selling this one. It was probably I think it was a little bit too expensive. And but yeah, it's from Bangdong, and it's they have different areas of their garden sectioned out into different names. They've got A section and B section, and so this is their A section gushu, and it's nice. It's different. It tastes different than their B section gushu. They're roughly about the same price, and it's not it's not too expensive, but it is just it's a little bit pricey. Stone Cottage Pottery and Farm. Thanks for joining us tonight. Brewing some tea here. Yeah, see, when you like that black gin shui teapot, I think you got one of like the very first ones that we ever sold. Probably that would have been 8 years ago, 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago. 8 years ago we started, and we didn't get to gin shui till the next spring. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I remember exactly the guy where I even got it from. I think so. We were able to get some really cool little pots, that time. I'm glad that you got one. You've had that for a while now. A trusty companion. Do you brew it for use it for shung or show, or how do you have it set up? Yeah, you did get one of the unique ones, right? It was like had like some carved stuff on there or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, it's hard to remember all the different teapots that we've sold. It's fun. It's fun getting to work with the potters there and have them make fun custom stuff like the 8-ball teapots that we were doing. Those were fun. This is nice, fun, really good little session. The cha bar. Oh wait. What am I waiting for? Michael did that hoodie design. You are right. Yeah. So this is an Alka Michael design, and this is a design that he made for one of our cakes of tea. This is on Altered State, and I took it from the tea cake, put it on here, and it's one of my favorites. Absolute favorites. I love it. Yeah. No. Alka Michael does really cool stuff, and he was in the chat somewhere around there. Oh, Simon. Yeah, oh no, yours is round with no decoration. Somebody offered you $100 for it. No way. Like, don't do it. Don't take it. It's a trap. That teapot at this point in time is worth far more than that. I wouldn't. That would be a shame. Shame to let that teapot go. Yeah, keep that one. Kalije, you want a carved one that's like the one that we used to have on the site, but like 250 ml, like carved, like double wall, like dragons and stuff like that. Yeah, those are fun. Those are cool, but they're super expensive. Yeah, the cha bar. Alka Michael is pretty cool. You have to let him tell him hi. I chat with him all the time. I'm always sending him stupid links, and he's always sending me fun stuff. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to use it for see when you use that teapot for show pour and heicha. That makes sense. I think show pour and heicha inside of gin shui just works so well together. Sometimes like shung pu'er can be a little hit or miss. I've had some really nice shung pu'er sessions in gin shui, but yeah, show pour and heicha and gin shui, it's just like always vibes really good. Ro, You finally logged on. I'm just about to head out. We spent about an hour working on seasoning up this little cutie that we're going to be putting on the site. This little baby looks so big in the picture. Look at that. It's like 40 ml. So tiny. Nice for perfect little tiny sessions. Anyways, hey, there's Lost in Yunnan. Lost in Yunnan is in the chat. Everybody say hi to Lost in Yunnan. Tell Lamu thank you for watching the children, giving me a chance to come out here and have a nice little session and stream with everybody, kid free. I'm gonna heat up the kettle, Lamu, and you can come out here and drink some of this tea with me right now. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good rest of your Tuesday night. Oh yeah, this teapot, I'll be putting this teapot on the site for $150. So if anybody's interested in it, send me a message, and we could work something out before I put it on the site. Otherwise, I'm gonna take some pictures and get it on the site as soon as possible, so somebody can get it in their stocking in time for Christmas if they've been a good boy or girl this year. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. I love you all, and have a good night.